Hey, how y'all doing, baby? It's Friday. It's Friday, baby. We made it through another week. Here we are, baby, and y'all know what that means. It's Beer and Bud Friday. Now, I got a little thing set up here. Let me see if I can get it all right. First off, I'm gonna pour me a little shot of Irish whiskey sent to us by Chris Kloss from Medford, Massachusetts, who sent us the mixer. The mixer and the microphone and the cables and the connectors and the honey. And by the way, my family is just enjoying the hell out of the honey. So we're going to take a little shot of Irish whiskey, single malt. And then I'm going to open my Shiner Bock beer with my Australian can opener, beer opener. And I'm going to pour that into a glass. And I'm pouring it into, oh, that's right, I'm on this camera shit. I'm pouring it into a glass that Esther Ramirez sent me. And I don't know if y'all can see this right. I'm going to try to set it on the, well, let me see. If you set it up right, it doesn't look like it's level. And, woo, look at that shiner. That's Texas beer, baby. That's brewed right here in Texas. That's Shiner. In Shiner, Texas. Shiner Bock beer, baby. It's a good beer. Y'all ought to try it out if you ain't had it before. So, Esther Ramirez also sent me a package of beer brittle. And it's delicious. My kids and I both have all been up there eating the peanut brittle. And it is delicious. So let's get this kicked off here, baby. A little shot of Irish whiskey. And that is smooth. Little fire on the tongue. And a little Shiner Bock to chase that down with. Woo! Good whiskey and good beer. What more could a man ask for? Well, there are a few things. There we go. Here's the beer. Now, spark that butt up, baby. Because it is Friday. And I really want to thank Chris for the whiskey. I want to thank Esther for the glass my beer is sitting in. And another blue dot for the other gift I got. And we'll just leave that right there, baby. But it's Friday. Oh, Lordy. Yes, sir, I got mail. I got mail. Esther Ramirez also included. Man. Holy shit. Need a little shot of that beer. A beautiful card that says you continue to inspire those around you. Thank you for being the voice of reason in this madness. I'm proud to be part of the Blue Dots. Esther Ramirez from Richmond, Virginia. And she is always sending us pretty nice little gifts. And I love the way she does her cards and whatnot. So thank you, Esther, for the glasses and the peanut brittle. It's good, baby. I also got a letter from Gary Scarvalis from, me and Sparky was trying to debate how to pronounce this city. Decut, Massachusetts, from Decut, Massachusetts. And Gary wrote me a nice letter, and he's baffled by the Trump supporters around him, just like all of us are. He doesn't understand it. And that he thought that at one point in time, character mattered. And at one time it did. At one time, we would be careful of who we elected to our White House. Not anymore, baby. Character don't mean shit. Not to the Republicans anymore. He said that, everybody makes mistakes. He's made a big whopper in his life a few times. So have I, baby. And you do the best to make the hurt go away and move on with your life, buddy. I appreciate the donation. Also, Gary. And then I got a card. It's a beautiful card, and it's got a beautiful bird on the front of it. And you know who you are who sent it. I appreciate the kind words in it. I can't tell you who it's from because we have another situation where some people work in a place where it wouldn't be popular to be a Democrat, and they can hold that over your ass. And I've been in that position before. It's not good. You feel like you're confined and everything, but I so appreciate the sentiment in that card. And baby, it gets better, baby. It gets better. Pretty soon the shoe will be on the other foot. You can smile at them. Then I got a package from Thomas Morgan. Thomas Morgan, out in Kenneth by the Sea, out in California, and he's the gentleman that does this artwork. This one says, "Dumbo, are you shitting me?" And it's got the Republican elephant there holding the Confederate flag. It's a copy there. And then I love this one. That is a portrait of me, baby. That's me. And that's sometimes how I feel. It's just boiling out of me sometimes. And that's the way that Thomas interprets that. He also did. I could just go on. This guy is so good. That's Jenny. That's another portrait of me. He did another one of the wall. And that's what it would look like. And the wave. And me and Jenny. Ain't that something? And he said something else. I can't quite remember what it was. But anyway, Thomas, my man. I want to put this back in here because the humidity's high in here. I don't want this stuff to get too much humidity on it. And I love your artwork, buddy. Mom and I were just talking about going down to the store. We have to buy some frames for the artwork that we've gotten from our friends. And Thomas has sent us a lot of them. And we appreciate that very much, Thomas. Very much. Anyway, what's going on? Well, it's Friday, baby. We got shit to talk about. Well, let's get a couple of minor things out of the way. Bill Shine resigns as White House Communications. That's number 7. Number 7 of the White House Communications Director resigns. He's going over to work on the campaign, 2020 campaign for Donnie. Sis boom bow, baby, we're going to get him reelected. Really? From prison? You're going to get his ass reelected from jail? That's where he needs to be, baby. But old Bill Shine is going over to the campaign for him. Donnie didn't like what Shine was doing in there. He wasn't happy with the results of all the news. You know, he was sent in there to change. Yeah, you changed it from Fox News. That's all the hell he does. That's who Bill Shine worked for. Oh, Murdoch, who goes a long way back with Donnie. Murdoch and Donnie have been friends since the 70s, baby. So yeah, that's how come Fox News is nothing but a propaganda station for the Republican Party nowadays. And that's how come the Democrats don't want to hold no damn debates over there at Fox News. Because they're assholes and we know what they're up to and shit. We don't need your crap. Go back to doing your propaganda for the Hitler that we have in the White House right now. That's what that guy needs to do. He's on his way out the door this morning, talking to the press and threw out there that the Democrats are now anti-Jewish. They're anti-Israel. Are you shitting me? Is there anything else this guy could throw out there about the Democrats, how evil we are, the crazy lunatic, the fringe right, the socialist, the Israel haters, anything he can spit out of his mouth, baby, that's what he does. He just tries to divide that wedge a little bit more, dig it in there deep, baby, get them separated. Make them dig down into their roots. Well, baby, this blue dot is digging down into his roots because I'm disgusted every day with how this man operates. And Paul Manafort is a prime example, baby. 47 months. 47 months for tax fraud, for money laundering, for all the big financial crimes, baby. 47 months. Now, mind you, he's been in jail for 9 months, so time served, he's already down to 38 months. Good behavior. I'm sure he'll be out in 3 weeks. Isn't that how it works for somebody with money? Because that's what this is. He got fined $6 million in taxes. He has to pay $6 million in taxes besides doing his 38 months in jail now. And he has to pay a $50,000 fine. Now, since Since Paul there done turned over a couple of his houses to the IRS, they're paying the, hey, you go, take the money. He pays the $6 million in back taxes. He pays the the $50,000 fine. He still has a couple houses, and he's got mucho $1 million in the freaking bank, baby. He's still a multimillionaire. He's going to do his little time in jail, and then he's going to come out with money in his pockets. That's the way it works in this world, it seems, for the wealthy. That you get a better deal. That you get a cushy sentence. Really? For tax fraud and thieving? You give me 40... there's people in jails rotting away on 20 years because they had a bag of pot in the car. Oh, yeah, and they happen to be black. Oh, well, 20 years. There you go, baby. Fighting crime all the way. It's the white-collar crime, baby. That's the ones that they don't give a shit about. The ones they're light on. I think, what's that guy, Bernie Madoff or whatever? I think he's the only one that went to prison because he stole from the rich people, not the poor. If he would have stole from the poor people, well, shit, he would have got a few months in prison and been out. But he stole from the rich people. That was his problem. Paul Manafort rolling in the dough, baby. Illegal money going back for decades. Decades. Gets to keep it, too. Most of it, he gets to keep it. Shit, he'll pay no fine. It's just like the big corporations that get fined for stupid shit. Pay the little fine. It's nothing compared to the profit they walk away with. And that's the way it is in the American justice system. But that's not the only place it's at. Oh, by the way, Donnie was out there at the same time he was telling reporters that the Democrats are anti-Jewish and anti-Israel. He also was out there proclaiming that the judge in the Manafort case said there was no collusion, there's no collusion, illusion, delusion, witch hunt, hoax, whatever little magical word he can come up with to entertain the little minions over there. That's what he pulls out of his mouth. But that is not what the judge said. The judge said that Paul Manafort was not before the court for colluding with Russians. That's the only line she said. He was being sentenced for financial crimes. That's what he was going to jail for. So the judge said this is not about Russian colluding. And Donnie turned that into the statement out there in front of the news. Judge says no collusion, baby. Another one found no collusion. See, it's just a way. All that bullshit. Another seething, freaking lie that comes out of his mouth. So that's what he does. He plays the thing. But that really pissed a lot of people off. 47 months. Time served, 38 months. Good behavior, out in no time. That's the way it is in white-collar crime, baby. Briefcase can steal a whole lot of money than a man with a gun, baby, but the man with the gun is going to serve life. The man with the briefcase, he's going to laugh at the fine. He's going to pay that little thing, spend his little time in jail, and then go home a rich man. That's the way the system works, baby. But that's not all. Well, Donnie's down in Alabama today. As well he should be. As well he should be. That's one of the things he's doing that he should do. Go to the people in the time of his disaster, and he didn't waste any time here, baby. He wanted to get down there to Alabama. And he should. He should comfort those people. He should give them aid. But not because it's Alabama. His little tweet that he put out. FEMA has been told directly by me to give the A+ treatment to the great state of Alabama and the wonderful people who have been so devastated by the tornadoes. And I agree with him. They should be given the A1 treatment. They should be given the top list. Let's give them what they need. They've been devastated. I agree with that. That's not the way Donnie handles every devastation, is it? Donnie responded to California by telling them that he's going to threaten to take away their FEMA money if they didn't get out and rake the forest. Talking about all sorts of shit. He gave Puerto Rico a bunch of crap. Trying to mitigate the damages down. Oh, look, we can't stay here forever. Y'all are on your own. Get out of here. You don't need electricity and all that shit. We're gone. But Alabama, baby, Alabama, the county, the worst county hit, where he went, supported Trump by 23% in the last election. Did that have something to play in on his decision, how he treats people? You bet your ass it does. You bet your ass that it does. This man who is so divisive in our country, will play politics with those that have been devastated. It doesn't matter to him. If you voted for him, if you pump his pom-poms for him, well, hell, baby, it's A1, A+ treatment. If you're California or Puerto Rico, hell, we'll think about it. Well, y'all are wasting a lot of money over there, and come up with a bunch of damn excuses and tweets. So, yeah, there's a difference in the way this man governs our nation. He does it by color. Not only red and blue, buddy, but red and yellow, black and white, too. A story caught my eye on NPR. And it was a story about the federal aid that we send these places in times of disaster. Federal aid isn't necessarily allocated to those in need of it the most. It is allocated according to the cost-benefit calculations meant to minimize taxpayer risk. It's a calculation that they do to decide who gets the aid and how minimal that will impact the taxpayer. Mind you, it's the taxpayer that just got hit with the disaster. But there's a difference, baby. In this NPR investigative report, looked at two families up here in Houston, right here in Texas, baby, right after the flood. Both houses flooded, baby. Both of them devastated. Everything they had is gone. They named them the Popadopalos. That's a familiar name, but no relation to the guy that's in Donnie the Dictator Russian shit. It's just a guy happens to be named Papadopoulos. And another family named Evans. Well, the Papadopoulos family, they are white and rich. Well, rich, I don't know how rich. They're well off. They're very well off. The Evans family, the mother's a mail delivery, works for the post office. Minimum wage, damn near. They're poor. Both of them devastated, baby. Both of them devastated. So what happens to those people? How does FEMA jump in there and help them, baby? Well, there seems to be a difference. FEMA gave the Papadopoulos family $30,000 for immediate aid to comfort their family in this devastating time. To the Evans family, they gave $2,500. The IRS refunded to the Papadopoulos a $100,000 tax relief because of the devastation from their home. The Evans family didn't qualify. The Papadopoulos family got a low-interest SBA loan. The Evans family, they didn't qualify. So even in these times of disaster, when people are down on there's a dividing line between what the rich get and what the poor working man gets. Whether it be Paul Manafort in jail, or if your home is flooded by disaster. How much money you got, baby? Are you wealthy? Oh, well, here's some more money. It's basically what they said at the end of the article. At the end of a disaster, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. It doesn't sound like an equal system to give aid and comfort to those devastated. It sounds like class warfare. 47 months sounds like class warfare. The loopholes in our tax systems are set up for the wealthy. They're not set up for you. We took control of the House. We are fighting. We are fighting for the soul of this country. The working people of this country who give every day, every inch of sweat they have. Well, people like Paul Manafort worry about a few months in jail. Well, he's still got to go to court next Wednesday. He'll be sentenced for witness tampering and conspiracy against the United States. I wonder how much time he'll get for that. I don't want to see any concurrent statements. I want consecutive. I want one sentence, and then you got to do the other sentence. It bothers me when I see such disparity in the treatment of our citizens, depending on you're rich or white, rich and poor, black or white, immigrant or immigrant. Because unless you're a Native American, you're an immigrant, asshole. Anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long your family's been here. If they came over on the Mayflower, you're an immigrant, baby. Great melting pot. It's what we've grown up with all our lives, baby. The great melting pot of America. That's what makes us strong. Each standing with another. E pluribus unum. Not God we trust. No. E pluribus unum. Out of many. One. And that's what we have to return our house to. That's what we have to return our country home. E pluribus unum. Out of many, one. We treat everybody the same. We don't give a rich man a light sentence because he's rich and wealthy and oh, look at this. He's going to be hurt. Who gives a shit? If it was a poor black man in that same, they'd throw his ass in jail for 20, 40, 50 years. Your house devastated in a disaster shouldn't be decided whether or not what neighborhood you lived in, what kind of assistance you get. When everything is taken away from you, aren't we all the same? When you're down to nothing, shouldn't you be treated equally when you're down to that level? Evidently not, baby. And that story upsets me. It upsets me a lot because we know that's the way it's always been. But it's our voice and our vote that changes that shit. The new progressive Democrats in our house are pushing things. And they need to be pushed. Because I don't want to ask the Republicans for shit. I want to start doing our agenda. I want to start providing for the American people. All of us. Not just these rich pricks who seem to walk out smelling like a rose every time they walk into shit. Anyway, woo, it's hot down here, baby. It's already 80-something degrees. Just the other day, I was telling y'all I was freezing. Don't like the weather in South Texas? Just wait a minute. It'll change. And that's the way it is. Again, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Esther Ramirez for the glasses I'm drinking out of. Chris Kloss for the whiskey. Thomas Morgan for the pictures. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy your weekend. We want to thank all our Patreon members for donating what you can. $1 a month, baby. That's 5 cents a show. I'm doing my best to give you your money's worth. And we really appreciate those who don't send the donations and the gifts and whatnot. It means so much to us. But that's not the important part, baby. The important part is that we fight, and we fight for each other, all of us. Because sometimes when you dig into the news, you find out, no, it's not an even field, baby. And really, it never has been. But we need to keep fighting for it. That's our job, baby. Guardians of Liberty. Thank you, Mousy. Anyway, y'all have a good weekend. Like, share, subscribe. John Bernavall, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. Ooh, beer. John Bernavall on Facebook. John Bernavall Speaks. Blue Dot Family. Go by there and enjoy the family. Get into the conversation and be part of the fellowship over there in this Blue Dot family. At Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter. I'm enjoying our Tuesdays and Thursday family meetings live. I'm really enjoying that. We might possibly push that into Sunday, and if we do, I'll put a notice out there and let you know that we're going to go up. But until then, love you all, baby, and y'all have a good day. Bye.